supervisor for the international visit. DDG's lawyer said that they reached out to multiple supervision services, but only found a therapist willing to supervise. Holly's.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So, in an official statement shared on his Instagram stories in the early hours of Friday, DDG announced that Halle Bailey and he have decided to go their separate ways after 3 years of relationship. It read, "Dear friends and supporters, after much reflection and heartfelt conversations, Halle and I have decided to go our separate ways. The decision was not easy, but we believe it's the best path forward for both of us." He continued, "I cherish the time we've spent together and the love we shared. Despite the changes in our relationship, our love for each other remains deep and true. We are still best friends and adore each other." Then said, "As we focus on our individual journeys and roles as co-parents, we cherished the bond we've built and beautiful moments we've shared. As we navigate this transition, we ask for your understanding and support."
Oh,
What do you know?
looks like we didn't cover the DDG.
What happened now?
We gotta stay here and figure it out
To the bottom of it.
And this one is lengthy, so
About the
call whoever's waiting for you. Tell them it's gonna be a little longer. Look at the crew. Yo, who was I talking to? Who was I talking to? I think that was Berg. Berg was like, well, I don't know if that was Berg, but anyway, somebody was like, "Yeah, man, toward the end of the Patreon, the cast be like, if it ain't nothing to talk about and we can't find nothing to talk about, it ain't nothing to talk about." I said, "Well, yeah, that's the trick that they do at around 6, man." All right, let's talk about something.
It's more around
and all of a sudden,
7:30.
Right. 7:59.
okay, 7:30. Yo, y'all got a cool. Oh shit!
It's time.
Y'all said that time together. Like it been some togetherness going on in this bitch.
Group chat lit again.
Anywho, DDG. We can cover it and go home, man. I don't want people to think I'm running some type of sweatshop or dictatorship.
I'm getting approval to go visit the kid.
Get the numbers back up, huh?
Him getting approval to go visit his kid overseas.
Yes.
Yeah. So the court allowed him to now travel over to Italy.
Yeah, that's what she's filming.
So he can go ahead and visit little Halo. Restrictions is though he cannot put him online.
All right.
At any, go ahead.
I got you because this shit is lengthy.
Yeah.
Pause. But it is.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Okay. The hearing picked up right where it left off. DDG scheduled to visit Halo in Italy July 1st to July 3rd. Judge immediately asked DDG's legal team if they secured a court-approved supervisor for the international visit. DDG's lawyer said that they reached out to multiple supervision services, but only found a therapist willing to supervise. Holly's lawyer countered, saying he contacted local authorities in Italy who offer detectives and private security for those types of situations. Holly's side offered her nanny and personal security to serve as chaperones. Has anybody been through this before?
Yes.
Too, by the way, just so I
Yes.
know in the room.
No.
Yeah.
I have.
Not that.
Yeah. Sure.
No. Holly's side offered her nanny and personal security to serve as chaperones. DDG's team requested that if the nanny participates, she cannot testify in future court hearings. The judge agreed that the nanny and security would chaperone. I only ask who's been through this because these are all very tedious, meticulous, like it's so many points that you gotta be mindful of. You almost gotta predict the future with some of this shit. So I thought that nanny, hey, she can't testify in the future. I thought that was pretty slick of the lawyer. Holly's lawyer expressed concern, stating the nanny is afraid to be alone with DDG, reinforcing the need for security. The judge approved both the nanny and security to be present during the visit. The court ruled that Halle will cover travel and time costs for her nanny and security team for this visitation trip. On visitation hours, Holly's team proposed 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. DDG's lawyer asked for 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Instead, the judge approved 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily, no overnights due to chaperone limitations and existing protection orders. Both parties agreed to share hotel location info. DDG is required to stay within reasonable distance of Halle's lodging in Italy. As far as social media goes, Halle's lawyer requested no photos or videos of Halo be posted by DDG. He also asked that DDG's mom not post or be present for visitation. I always have a problem when the kid's mom attacks the guy's mom too. Unless the mom did some foul shit, but I find that most times they get at the mom too. Whatever, I'll continue. Judge allowed DDG's mom to attend, stating she hasn't been legally restricted and there's no active motion to bar her. However, DDG is restricted from taking Halo outside a 3-mile radius of the hotel. And that's all I have for now. Future dates. Remote mediation is August 8th. Next court hearing is August 20th. Stay tuned for more updates.
It's fucking nasty.
I hate that we know all this.
It's nasty.
Yeah. And I don't want to talk about this shit.
Why?
It's bullshit. Yo, dog, we've been covering this stupid shit for over a year. We've never heard one thing about this man not being a stand-up dude with regards to his child. So now you putting these restrictions on this man as it pertains to him interacting with his kid out of some sort of revenge. And that shit is whack. So if he want to take his kid out on the town, he can't take his kid more than 3 miles away from the hotel. If he want to go to an amusement park with his kid, if he want to do certain things with his kid, he can't do it. And that shit is corny and that shit is whack.
It's making me have a very bad opinion about her, and I don't know her enough.
And you fighting for it. You asking for certain things.
First off, July 1st to July 3rd. I'm now
nigga, why I need the nanny? Fuck, that's your nanny. That ain't my nanny. Fuck is we talking about? Be like, yo, and again, we come up here and we say certain shit, and then everybody has their own opinion because some niggas never been through some of these things. That shit be bullshit, my nigga.
You're limiting my time with my child 2 days where I have to travel all the way to Italy. I asked if I can get my mom to actually be the mediator in this. You said no because she's someone that kind of like enables him. Like, it's just a lot of things that she's saying or alluding to. It's just nasty. It's just nasty to me, and it's triggering. I guess for when women hear her side, it might
the
trigger
bad
them.
part? If that nigga would have said "fuck it," I don't want to come, he gets demonized for saying that.
Yeah.
Like, yo, dog, I don't want to go move around with my kid under those conditions. You know what I'm saying? I've been through that. Like, yo, dog, you be mad as hell, my nigga, and then you start fighting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how did you? If you don't mind me asking, if it's too, I don't know.
I'm not gonna say it on. Yeah, I'll tell you off. Yeah,
okay. No, I just mean emotionally. How do you manage that? That's all I want to know.
You can't manage the emotional side of it. You be fighting yourself because you be wanting to be like, man, fuck it, I'm good.
Man, a lot of niggas do that.
Yo, you be wanting to be like,
a lot of niggas just dip off.
Yeah,
I know plenty of cats that do that.
Listen, a lot of niggas would be like, yo, fuck it, I'm not going through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, dog, this nigga, and he got money. You know what I'm saying? So think about the person that might not be financially able to fly to Rome, put themselves in a decent hotel for 3-4 days and have certain level of accommodations. Like, that security shit they talking about, they got to pay for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You paying the security nigga maybe $200-$300 an hour because they know you got it,
right?
Or more. You get what I'm saying? Like, some of those things, my nigga. Again, in the last times we spoke, you never heard her say he was anything to their child. So you and him beefing, that's y'all beef.
Man, you fighting for control.
My nigga, why the fuck are you bringing that into the realm of the kid?
You're fighting for control.
I see.
The kid is a pawn.
Control. That's it. That's it.
I think, this is what I say. I don't think that's entirely irrelevant. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
It is.
Just hear me out before. What I'm saying is, I don't think it's entirely irrelevant to the extent that if somebody is a threat to their partner, then I think it's not reasonable for I don't think it's unreasonable for the partner to say there's some safety concerns around the child. That's all I'm saying.
That's if the person is actually a threat to the partner.
That's one. No, that's not that. Not just that. They got pick up drop off spots where the security could be. The police officer could be. I'm talking about
Visitation.
his interaction and his time with his child. You are asking for your security to be there or your nanny to be there or
gotta
any
be
of that
monitored
shit.
the
Let
whole
that
time.
nigga be with his kid and have quality time with his kid.
And I guess, Mark, well, you didn't say it, but the answer to that, though, is that unfortunately, in a lot of these instances, when women go to court for the parental rights against dad, abuse is kind of...
So that's where I was going. That's why I wanted to finish.
Abuse is the...
That's why I wanted to be able to finish. What I was saying is I don't want to dismiss outright
Exactly.
as an argument that somebody who's a danger to their partner met, and it could go either way. I can't say, well, she only beats me, she doesn't beat my child, or he only beats me, he doesn't beat my. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Bro, I'm not even putting that on
messy
him.
as this shit
I'm
is,
not
you think
putting
we
that
gonna
on him. I'm not
hold
putting a
all right, let me
hypothetical
make a
out,
request.
none of
Let me make a request. Let me just give 20 seconds of making my point, and then I want to hear your responses. Let me say two things. One, I'm not making any claims about DDG. I haven't heard anything negative about DDG that would make me think he shouldn't be able to have access to his kid fully. Let me say that first. Okay. This is not about him. I'm rejecting the argument, the bigger argument, that just because someone has not done something to the child, but has been documented to do something to the partner, whether it's male, female, or female, male, or female, female, or male, male, whatever, I'm saying that is a good enough argument to me to at least raise a question about whether you would be danger to the child. If I had a partner who was beating the shit out of me, for example, but they've never touched the child, I don't think it's unreasonable for somebody to say, well, if you're doing that to your partner, we should at least raise some questions about the child. The last thing I want to say is, again, just the last thing I want to say is, I'm also acknowledging that abuse is something that is used as a card to leverage relationships to manipulate the courts so that people can't have access to the child, just like child support is, just like mine. I'm not dismissing anything you all are saying. So I think you all are engaging me in an argument I'm not making. I'm only pointing out that abusive people sometimes wait to be abusive to other people, and I see it happen across gender, across everything. That's all I want to say.
If there was a way to prove that some of the allegations she's making is false, right?
Yeah.
What do you think should be the recourse in response to her with the child?
I think the most immediate one is we can no longer accept any other allegations, right? So I'm always skeptical of taking parental rights from people, right?
But you would see the understanding in restricting the parental rights from the guy,
right? So that's a perfect example of what I mean. I said nothing to suggest that.
No,
I'm saying the exact opposite. I'm saying I don't want anyone's parental rights to be taken away unless there's some compelling reason. And I don't think lying to the court is enough reason for someone to have their rights taken away. Again, no, regardless of the gender. But I think we should no longer trust that person's judgment.
I think that's a big reason to maybe take away their rights.
Okay, so you think if somebody lies to the court, so if I lie to the court, I shouldn't be able to see my kid again?
I think if you're willing to lie about abuse and certain things of that serious nature against a father who's really fighting to be a part of his child's life,
what should the penalty be?
She should lose custody of the child, and the custody should be given to that man if he's willing to take.
Ooh, that's tough.
It's never gonna happen.
Never.
It's never gonna happen.
But I don't think it should happen either way. I think kids should be around their parents.
If the thing is to put the kid around the more favorable parent, and that doesn't always mean man or woman, it means the person who's going to do the best for the child, and the mother is clearly the person who is starting this type of issue, which is very toxic.
Are we talking DDG and
period? Just period.
In general.
All right. Then maybe we should take gender out of it for a minute and just say whatever the gender of the parent is.
Parent A, parent B.
Because what it's going to hear is that we're assuming women. I'm saying let's take the gender.
Parent B.
That's all. All I'm saying is parent A, parent B. Whoever in that situation seems to be doing these type of things to cause that level of.
I think there should be a consequence.
And I think the first piece of consequence, so that the child is in the safest person's home, who seems to be the person who's not making the accusations, not lying, is to remove that child from that person.
Yo, dog, if you feel that your child's parent is a threat to their child, I don't want you around my kid.
I agree.
Under no circumstances. I don't give a fuck if my nanny's there. I don't want you around my child. If I have a real thought or feeling that this person could bring harm to my kid, there's no circumstance that satisfies me where that is okay. So let me finish, Mark. So fuck the nanny. Fuck the security.
Yep. No.
Fuck everybody else because you are a threat potentially to my kid. So I don't want you seeing my kid from 12 to 6, from 1 to 6, from 5 to 6, nigga, if I, in my heart of hearts, believe that you are capable of doing something to my kid.
I agree. I think the problem is because these things are so messy and because there are so many disagreements, we have to have some kind of happy medium. So for example,
No, we don't. No, we don't. Because again, we conflating the two things. I let you go, bro.
No, you didn't. I was talking.
Mark, you
just
just said, like, can we let you rock for 20 seconds? You finish your point, and then I started speaking.
and then you finished, and I was talking.
I wasn't done.
Okay, then finish.
But so, like I'm saying, fam, if he might have, let's say he beat her up before. Let's say he did. Right, because we get into some gray areas when they be like, "Yo, she lying, he lying." Let's say they had a physical altercation before. There's no world where that guarantees that he's gonna have a physical altercation with his kid, and vice versa. It's girls that beat they dude up. That don't mean that they're gonna beat their kid up. What you and him went through, or what she and the guy went through, whoever was the assaulter, that don't mean that they're gonna take that out on the kid. So until that happens on the kid, then you act on that. You can't act saying, "Yo." It's personal, bro, and niggas be trying to make the other person's life as hard as they can be on purpose. That's it.
Yeah,
You finish your thought?
Yeah.
Okay.
that's a great point.
My response to that point is, first, I agree that if you've done harm to me, there's nothing you could do to satisfy me that I would never feel with you. I would never feel you safe in front of my child. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, every parent has a different idea what the threshold is for safety. And so if the moment I feel unsafe, because there are a lot of parents or co-parents who will say, I don't feel what you say around my child. I don't want the first time you say you feel unsafe around me that I lose my child. That feels unfair to me. Yeah. So to me, having mediums, having mediators, having supervision, it's not because I think it's going to satisfy the parent that's going to complain, because some parents are never going to be satisfied. But I don't want to create a slippery slope where the first time somebody says, you made me feel unsafe, I lose access to my child. Because frankly, the person who's most likely going to lose like that is men. So to me, the answer is, the first answer is, let's see if we can resolve this amongst ourselves. The second thing to me is, can we get mediators that can allow that to happen? Because I agree with you. 12 to 6 ain't gonna make you feel good if I'm really a threat to you. I'm not disagreeing with that point.
5:30 to 6.
I'm with you. But what I'm saying is, if you're on the wrong side of that complaint, you want that 12 to 6. And so at some point we got to figure something out. But to me, the journey has to be getting from 12 to 6 back to a functional relationship where we don't need the courts to intervene. But we got to do something. I'm not speaking about the DDG situation. I don't know their business. I haven't seen anything to make me feel like he shouldn't have access to his child. I want to reiterate that for the people that don't hear me. What I am saying, though, is we do need some kind of mechanisms when people do feel unsafe. And I don't agree. Where I disagree with you is, I don't think we should just wait until some harm happens to the child if harm has been demonstrated to the co-parent. And again, I don't care what the gender is.
You can't, and the court would never allow it. The court has seen too many dads kill the baby mom. They've seen the moms kill it. So the court is not going to allow it.
That's what I'm saying.
This is my point. If the intent is the intent, nothing can stop that intent. Him being around a nanny ain't gonna stop that if that's his intent.
Well, she don't have that control. She don't have that control.
I disagree with that.
Well, none of that matters because, like you said, and that's the part I was saying was an amazing point. If he did beat her, like Mark is saying, I don't know if he's saying that, you don't lose your parental rights. This supervision part, to the people that have never been through it, is part of the process when there's a discrepancy in
That's
an
what I'm saying.
abuse story. So,
Or not necessarily.
It don't even have to be abuse.
Not only that, but it's one of those things.
Speaking from my experience, not really theirs. I know when Trey's mom went to court and said, "Hey, shit is fucked up between me and him. It's restraining order, yada yada yada." The judge, all right, you're gonna come to the courthouse every week. There's gonna be a cop right there, sitting there. We're gonna do that. You get 2 hours for a month. And then the second month, you can reassess.
Yeah.
And it goes like that. And the second that you pass this, and you show that you're capable, and boy, you're gonna feel stupid sitting there playing Connect 4 with your kid while
the police station.
You're gonna feel horrible about it, and it ain't gonna be fun for the kid. But you have to go through these steps, and then if there's still a restraining order after all that is done, then you will pick up your child from the precinct or from a mutual meeting spot that's agreed upon and approved by a judge. Like it's not you're abusive, so you'll never see the kid again. Right, but unfortunately, you do have to go. Well, not unfortunately, if you beat her, if you abuse her, if you did it, not unfortunately.
Right.
If you didn't, then you got to go through the process.
And the other piece of this is abuse, particularly
I'm so scared of that shit.
Intimate partner violence, domestic violence. Even if the dad isn't beating the kid or the mom isn't beating the kid, sometimes the kid just has to witness their parent being beaten. So that's the other piece of it. So I may never abuse my child, but if I'm abusing my partner, part of this mechanism is also to prevent that from happening. So let's say I would never hit my own child, but I'm hitting the person I'm with, and the child has to witness that. That's another piece that we have to factor in. And so to me, it's always, how can we get to reconciliation so that this doesn't have to be our relationship forever?
And unfortunately, in a lot of the stories, at least that went through 595 Newark Avenue in Jersey City, the women came in there, or the lawyer came in there and made up some fugazi story about the dad who's in there fighting to see his son, saying that he twisted his kid's arm. It'd be some stupid story. Oh, he fell down when he was with him. It'd be something like that. So, I mean, fathers, I feel for you. Mothers, if you're in these horrible situations, I certainly feel for you. It's fucked up all around the board. There's no pretty way to paint it.
And I've seen all sides of this.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen women who are in very abusive relationships with people they're in romantic relationships with, and people who they're just co-parenting with. And I've watched the work. Let me put it even more simply. Bad relationships bring out the worst parts of ourselves. And when you separate from people, break up with people, or have ugly relationships, you see parts of people that you never knew existed. And that plays out across gender. And kids become pawns in that. And I just don't want to see kids become pawns in that. And I'm very sympathetic. And people lie. And people weaponize the courts. And people do all the things they can to win. And unfortunately, winning has shit to do with the kid a lot of time when you're at war. And when you're at war with your co-parent, it gets uglier and uglier and uglier. And I think we need to figure out healthier ways of fixing that.
It's a disgusting feeling to feel like somebody is taking your own flesh and blood and using it against you. Like, I'm telling
somebody you would die for, bro.
Hold on. And I really hope that at some point they can figure it out, get us out the fucking group chat and go figure shit out. But
because this is the worst way to fix it.
Yeah, but I don't want to say I can recognize it because I don't know for sure. But I don't think this man goes to this level to be a part of his kid's life to cause harm. I don't think so. I really do hope that
that's not fact.
That's not fact. But I'm saying I hope. I don't think so. I'm willing to be wrong about it. But as someone who's had a child feel like being used against and having to feel like, you know, losing control and not knowing how to go about it, not just physically but mentally, that shit sucks. That shit hurts, bro.
Yo, fam, think about this. You ain't seen your kid. You can't take a picture of your kid and post them on social media, right? You hugging your kid. You happy to see your kid. But the mother of the kid can post whatever the fuck she wants to post.
I mean, I don't have to think about it. I went through this.
That shit hurts, bro. That shit hurts.
Come on,
I lived this, and it was some of the darkest years of my life.
Yeah, like, I don't want to hear that shit, my nigga. Yeah. Like, some of this shit passes gender lines. Some of this shit is common sense, decency shit. Like, I don't want to hear that bullshit, my nigga.
But DDG also, for me, is that he's in the public eye, so he can lose. Like, not only is his character in question, but you know, his business can be in question. You know what I mean? Like, we're in a day and age where you can lose sponsorship, you can lose people's support, you can lose a lot if these things come out to be true.
But ain't that so sad that you got to even think about considering that while you're trying to fight for your child?
That's
like,
the fear,
I shouldn't have to juggle between what advertiser is going to drop me just for me to fight.
He could drop down to $900,000 a month.
That's true.
Right, kill herself.
I saw you on Nightcap.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, his brother.
I was riding.
No, you be smoking shit. That's why I just think
we can't talk that much shit. His brother here, so we got. When his brother leave, we get him.
It's a fair fight.
It's my man over there too. Look, he always. I think I get him. Look, he always gonna say something.
Leave Du alone, man.
Let niggas talk.
Don't even wake Du up.
You always gotta respond.
He ain't gonna fight.
That's gonna be quick, real quick.
You always gotta respond.
Wait, did we ever resolve the issue of if somebody gets into this? I never got the final answer. It's
true.
If somebody up here is doing a 1v1 physically fighting,
you happy this nigga here?
What is our job? Is it just to break it up,
niggas,
or do we jump them?
Mark, we jumping them. We jumping them.
So I know you gonna gonna laugh if Berg is dog
No, it
walking.
depends on who the person
Imani.
is for me.
That's true. If Mary J. Blige come on here and start pouncing on Mel, what should we do?
Stop it. Call
Start
HR.
singing.
It's Mary.
Stop it.
It's Mary.
You don't have to worry.
Imani, distract her with a fucking duet or something like that. You know, just try to get her to sing with you.
Out the dance.
Let's get it crunk up on it.
Oh man.
That Mel could be that.
Like if Keith Murray come up here and just start beating the shit out of me, like
I'm gonna be on the ground.
I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna hold you.
See, part of the other thing we gotta think about is the niggas most likely to really try to beat the shit out of us probably got a gang of niggas here too. So we all gotta rumble anyway.
oh, that ain't true.
Nah, I think if you
This is what
You think it's more?
yeah.
Very few niggas.
The only niggas that get in here with a gang of niggas is niggas I love.
Okay, you got is
It
that
ain't
by
gonna
design?
be- yes.
Okay, that's helpful.
Or a mistake happened, but I ain't seen that happen in a while.
Okay,
We need the advantage, yo.
so if it's 1v1, we can't just jump a nigga just cause.
Shit. What? A nigga get jumped on a one. Nigga, if he a nigga that I don't really know,
So in the case of Sean Garrett, just as an example, by the time the third boot hits your face, you want us to jump him. You don't want him to just pull us off him.
The first
You want us to jump? Why? I'm still thinking Ish gonna win. I got a lot of faith in Ish.
No, we gonna win. We want to win.
Why
now.
would you wanna break
Why would
it
you come
up?
up into somebody's space with all
Why
these
would
people
you
around and
wanna
think you gonna get a
break it
1v1?
1v1's for
It depends on how it starts.
We ain't, man. We going by
If-
LA rules, nigga. We stopping you niggas.
That's not LA rules.
Niggas don't get no one. Nigga,
The homies.
The homies get the
That ain't no
1v1.
LA
nigga.
rules.
The homies get a 1v1. That's it.
Nah, that's LA rules.
Nigga, I'm from East Orange, New Jersey, and if a stranger came in here and y'all start getting a fair one, and that nigga even get one good steal off,
Are you from East Orange?
But you so, okay.
But you from VA, nigga. You
yeah, I'm from.
It depend
Y'all
on the
say
day.
I'm from VA.
You just
nigga.
told Wale you was from Tech.
I did not tell Wale I was
Where's
from
he
VA.
from? Jamaica, Queens.
We don't know where
down
he's from.
south.
Straight out of Farmville. I don't know.
Texas?
Where's nigga from?
Bermuda, yo.
When Wale was here, he did say he was from Chesapeake.
You did
I
say
said
you,
I'm from Chesapeake.
You say you from Tappahannock.
I never even been to Chesapeake. Nigga.
Yes, you did.
Fuck is you talking about? Stupid
From
ass
Dumfries, nigga.
nigga. What the fuck is that?
And then when Joy was here, you was from Florida.
Yeah, nigga.
That's what happened.
Then
Hollywood.
when A. Marie was here, yo, you on a little.
Yeah, he was from DC. Put his
Yeah.
He had his New Balances on and shit. Pull up his socks.
Hey,
Avery was
you on-
here.
you on a little run.
Yeah, I sliced my socks. Yeah. What up, Joe?
Yo,
I was
you
like,
niggas
yeah,
What up, y'all?
Y'all ain't answer my group chat shit neither when I sent that through.
What?
Now you know how I feel.
What you sent through? Oh, we talked about it already.
Oh, yeah, talked about it? All right.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember what you said.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Ain't nothing.
No, ain't none of work. Ain't
All right,
nothing.
never mind. I
We
talked about
don't
it
have to
already.
rehash nothing.
We ain't gonna
we
rehash
already,
it
yeah.
I'll go check it. I'll go look.
We talked about it.
Yeah, we talked
we did?
about it already. Yep.
All right.
I did something bad.
No.
No.
No,
That's
you-
spoke about
you
it.
good.
That's
Yeah.
spoke about
A stranger or a nigga you don't really know ain't got no.
But even what you just said, you said wait, it's a 1v1 unless we start to lose. That's
Your
different
man
than.
start duffing them out. It ain't really no reason for y'all really to
Right.
boot the ass, right?
I
No,
agree.
nigga,
But that's the question.
As soon as the
If
first
my man
punch is
starts
thrown,
duffing this nigga out,
Oh, yeah.
Then it's a wrap.
We talked about it.
it's funny.
Right.
if Ish snuffed the nigga and the nigga fall, and as he's trying to get back up to attack Ish,
You jumping in.
It's seven
on.
other feet on him. Nigga, fuck you talking about?
That feels OD.
No, it don't. No, it
If
don't.
you're already winning,
You in our home court. Why would you even think you can have that fight with Ish right now?
Oh man.
Nigga, this is the home game.
I'm gonna go downstairs and get security.
After we...
If
Yo,
y'all,
Joe's gonna excuse himself on camera so they can clearly see I wasn't in there.
exactly.
Not playing that game.
Yeah, well,
nah, you crazy now? What do you think I'm in the gym faithfully for? To get cut? No, I'm anticipating something going on, and I thought I could fight before. So now when the grab up is
Now you feel real good, right?
Don't I lace you with the Gucci? Ooh, don't I lace you with the loot?
I'm just waiting for the grab up part of the fight. This last nigga just stuffed me. Well, once I get to the grab up, I don't know now. I don't know now.
Y'all stupid.
Well, I don't know now.
Oh, shit.
On that grab, you put that foot back and shoot that uppercut. Niggas will be like this.
Don't you put your foot back.
Who?
You.
Crazy as dope, nigga. Nigga, you put the foot back.
he gonna tear
Nobody
that
don't
shit.
want to shoot.
He
They
gonna-
don't even know the uppercut
He
coming.
gonna tear that shit off.
They be on this.
Right. Yeah. Niggas ain't waiting for a nice uppercut to fuck you up. Yeah.
Some shit, arms wide.
That uppercut
Your
was
face
slow
just
as a
looking
bitch.
at you.
That's the uppercut.
It wasn't slow.
I thought
I seen that fake left.
I thought
I never threw the left.
No, that left
Why
was.
you keep saying I threw the left?
Dog, that left was special needs.
Flip, stop.
The right was solid. That left was.
no, your left stopped you from throwing your left.
Yeah, your left was.
You ain't
I
got
had no reach to it. He was far away.
all right, you got it.
You got to know when you're reaching, when you're going to
The
connect.
right didn't even look good.
No, the right look good.
The right was solid.
It was good. That second right
that
was
left.
caca.
Yes.
The second right was caca.
Don't hit
All the way.
Ish. Don't hit Ish right now. Chill.
His mic. Put his mic.
Yo, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna snuff this shit.
See, you still on violence.
No, it's a joke.
Yeah.
Yo, look.
Watch your
I don't
fucking
know,
mouth.
man. I'm starting to worry.
You gotta watch your fucking
You sick,
mouth, yo.
nigga.
The first snuff might be
You
fast.
fucked up right
Yo,
now.
me and you
nigga.
gotta go to dinner.
Yo, the first snuff
I'm
might
not
be
going to
fast.
dinner with you, nigga.
The first snuff might be fast. Bah.
Shake your head what? Shake your head what, nigga? Mind your business, nigga. Straight from the airport, nigga.
He told a lot of shit. Got something for
We
you.
watched it together.
No, nigga, that's playtime.
You wasn't playing with
That's
that.
cool.
Homeboy,
At
nah.
this,
Talking
at
the
this
mic.
point,
Grab the
you
mic.
don't even. The mic is y'all don't give
Yo,
a
that
fuck.
nigga
You was drinking, bro? That tea? You acting drunk?
But Tomcat Ali.
He don't drink.
Yo, he told me. Yo,
I don't give a fuck about this. Yo,
He take that flat tummy tea.
Hey, yo, you gonna drop me home? But fuck you, nigga. I'm not
dropping you home.
Fuck you, nigga. I'm not kissing your ass too,
Wait,
nigga.
you dropped this nigga
Fuck
home?
you.
Yo, where you? What's up with your whip? This is the second time I seen this.
JR.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you, bro.
wait, why you don't drop me home, nigga?
Yeah, drop niggas home, nigga.
I look like
Yes.
It's right
yes.
on the way, nigga.
Jacob Cab.
It's right on the way.
Jacob Cab. That's some old shit.
Uber beige.
Let me save a little
Who the
Uber
fuck
money,
is a
nigga.
Jacob Cab? Like a gypsy shit? The
No,
gypsy.
nigga, cab from East Orange.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Your back.
Mind if you need a ride, I got you.
Appreciate
This
it.
nigga-
Wait, where you live? I mean, you live close.
I took pictures of
Yeah,
your
I got
car
you.
too. Nah, you look. I want to though.
Pictures of my car for what?
Cause it's nasty.
The inside, dog.
Nah, I
Yeah,
ain't
crazy.
gonna
Your
lie.
car crazy.
Because
Your
it's
back
nasty.
is different, my nigga.
I'm trying to start trouble, nigga.
It's my
So I
car.
get kicked out of here.
You know
Nah.
what? It's my car.
If you were single, your car would be that messy.
It full of nothing.
Yes.